Hello and welcome back to another weather graph video. Today will be another weather update. We will be talking about the continuation of Winter Storm Sadie, as well as the upcoming severe threats, mostly on Sunday into Monday. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the bell so you never miss another weather graph video. I'm going to start with a video from Weather Nation from their Twitter page. They compile a bunch of videos taken by multiple different people and they put it on their Twitter account. So let's take a look from looks like a Walgreens parking lot in Iowa, where some areas got 12 inches of snow in about a day from Winter Storm Sadie. Here is the video. So decent snowfall right there. Some areas in Iowa definitely broke that 6-inch mark that we were talking about. Some areas got 12, some areas got 9, 8, so on. So the NAM models actually underplayed this storm a little bit, and that might be a ongoing trend since COVID-19 has been really lowering the level of the models when it comes to being precise. Since there aren't as many flights, there's not as much data to collect and analyze, so the models have been dropping in efficiency. Here is the current radar from when I'm filming this. So we have Winter Storm Sadie producing some snow in New York, Massachusetts, even some northern parts of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Connecticut. Then you have a lot of rain starting to pop up, with some severe storms in Texas that are now moving into the Gulf, as well as some severe storms moving into Mississippi out of Arkansas, and just some generally wet weather across most of the Tennessee and eastern Ohio River valleys. So this storm will move off the coast, and then we're going to have to start talking about the next Dixie Alley severe threat. So here we are on the NAM 3-kilometer model. Here is Winter Storm Sadie, and let's start to go through this and see what happens. So we do see some decent amount of snowfall in the northeast, but then that ends up moving off the coast. Some possible severe threats in Virginia and North Carolina. Probably just thunderstorms, not that much of a risk for tornadoes. But then we gotta start talking about this next wave of storms, starting here in Texas. And that moves through Louisiana and into Florida. And then this low comes down from the Rockies, and that starts to draw up the Gulf moisture. And then we start to see these cells start to pop up, and that is with the winds coming up from here from the Gulf and mid-level winds coming this way. That is a recipe for tornadic activity, and we're back again in the Dixie Alley, where we had a significant tornado outbreak last Sunday, and now it might be happening again. And last week we had, I think, 35 deaths. So this is definitely something to look out for, because you have wave 1 right here, which is the less significant of the two, and then you have the second wave right here with more clusters of thunderstorms. This is where you're really going to be seeing most of the tornadic activity, is right here in this area right here. Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, even into South Carolina. Right here is that likelihood of very severe weather, and that continues to move through, and then eventually that turns into something close to a nor'easter as it moves off the coast. Possibility of some wind in Cape Cod. But now I want to go to the total accumulated precip. So just from these storms, decent amount of rain in those thunderstorms. You can even see some areas here in Louisiana and Mississippi upwards of 6 inches. Then you have areas, a wide swath of that 2-inch plus. Then you have an even larger area getting 1/2 inch to 2 inches. Then you also see some areas that are in a drought currently near the Gulf Coast, getting some rain, specifically in Louisiana and Texas right here. So there's a decent amount of rainfall with this system, and we're just going to have to look out for that as well. Next up, let's actually look at those winds and the shear that's going to happen. So we have this storm where we're going to be getting some light and variable winds in the south, but mostly coming from the south, and that continues to move around the low. But then when you have upper level winds coming in from the southwest, that creates spin and could end up leading to a significant severe weather outbreak with tornadoes. So we're going to continue to follow this in the NAM 12-kilometer model, where we are here at hour 60, and we're just going to watch this thing come off the coast of the US, with also this system here in Canada that could cause some showers in the northern tier of the country. But again, then you have this storm system here. Could bring a little bit of rain and snow into the northeast Great Lakes regions. So that severe weather outbreak is going to be very significant. We're just going to have to watch out for that. Now, there's a possibility of yet another severe outbreak later next week, and let's talk about that in our GFS and European models. So here we are at hour 90. This is about when the NAM 12-kilometer model ends, and we're going to go from here, and we're just going to start to see that same pattern kind of start up. We have this storm right here. We could see a severe outbreak in the northeast. At least this is what the GFS is showing. And then now you start to see we get another storm system, actually two here. One lighter system in the north, another in the south, and then you also have the onflow of moisture coming into the northwest. But with this next outbreak, we could be seeing yet the same areas getting severe weather. So it's just the same places getting battered over and over again. And in February, some of these areas were dealing with very major flood stages, extreme flood stages in areas in Mississippi, and they're just continuing to get more rain. I think I heard something today where areas in Mississippi are a foot above average when it comes to rainfall so far this year. A foot above average. And that wet trend is just not going to stop. Then we see that this low pressure goes to the northeast, yet another northeastern soaker. And then you get this next low. Could see some snow in Wisconsin. Then possibility of yet another severe outbreak. This is not this coming Sunday, the following Sunday, the 26th. Yet another severe outbreak, and yet another northeast soaker. So we're just seeing a parade of storms coming onto the northwest coast, and they come into the central plains and they cause severe weather outbreaks in Dixie Alley, and they end up in the northeast as northeast soakers. Just for giggles here, let's look at the total accumulated precip for these 384 hours. This kind of proves my point right here. So an area in here where we could be seeing as much as 8 inches of rain over the next 384 hours. So in the next 3 weeks ish, 3.5 weeks, 8 inches possible. And then a large area getting at least 2 inches. And then the Northwest getting 2 to even 6 or 7 inches. So just we have these areas that are just going to get constantly battered with heavy rainfall. As we go system by system, it just gets increasingly more rain, and it's just targeting this one area. Just right over here, these 3 states getting massive amounts of rainfall. So that's definitely something that we need to watch going into the next few weeks. Now let's head over to the European model. Here we are on the European model, hour 90. Let's just click along, see what this model is predicting. Same setup here with the Northeast getting a little bit of rain. Then you see that severe weather outbreak. And yet another Northeast soaker. This is showing the low pressure going really close to the Northeast. So possible really intense winds in the Cape region, areas of Maine. Then you have the next severe outbreak, another Northeast soaker. And then we continue along, and this is hour 240, where we're just dealing with that second severe weather outbreak moving out. So a few differences, but still that trend of, let me actually see if I can get here, quantitative precipitation. So a large area in the south getting 4 inches over that time frame. Here getting 8 inches. Some areas in the Northeast getting 3 to 4. You have this large swath of this red, which is 2 inches. Then you have yellow, which is 4. And then you also in the Northwest, a lot of areas getting 2 inches of rain. So it's just a trend that we're going to see, and all these storms are going to be going over this area, this location, where they're just going to be coming in from the Southwest and the Northwest, and they're going to be coming into the plains, and they're going to end up causing severe weather outbreaks with heavy rainfall, and then moving into the Northeast and giving the I-95 corridor a pretty decent amount of rain. So New York, this is showing like 2 to 3 inches. Philadelphia around 2. DC around 2. Boston around 3 to 4. So, and then you also have areas like Birmingham, Alabama, about 3 to 4. Jackson, Mississippi, about 2 to 4. So just areas getting absolutely hammered with rainfall, hammered with severe weather, and this is just spring. We are going to continue to see severe weather outbreaks throughout the summer, but once the Great Plains gets involved and Tornado Alley gets involved, we could see some shifting away from the Dixie Alley and into the Tornado Alley. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit the like button if you like this video, and subscribe and hit the bell to receive notifications when I post another Weather Guy video. As always, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time.